Welcome to Trauma Drinker, where we heal the pain behind the pour with me, your host and friend Romeo Jones. I don't know where we going. Well, I know where we going with this. I just don't know how it's gonna unfold, y'all. And today is December 1st, 2025. And before I made this video, I went and watched the video that I made on December 1st, 2023, 2 years ago today. I will leave a title somewhere on the screen. You can go watch that video if you like, and I'll also make it my business to leave a description in the video. But that watching that video 2 years later was like it was dope. As y'all know, I'm still going off the cuff, and I'm getting better with the whole with all of this. So let me just be me. Let me act as if I'm not performing, and I'm just because I'm not, y'all. But you know, there's a little bit of do this, not that. But listen, here we go. In that video, within the first 2 minutes, I shared that 2023 was the hardest year of my life. Um, 2022, I had wrapped up some legal issues, and then right at the beginning of 2023, I made some decisions that got the lock changed on the home, my aunt's home where I was living. Right, so it wasn't you don't got to get out, but you got to get out of here, kind of thing. But experiencing real homelessness. Like I remember when I moved to LA in 2018, we slept in our cars because we wanted to. Right, as we're figuring out LA, how much does it cost to live here? Like we went there and we figured out the rest later. We had a really good job making really good money as we figured out the rest. So while we were figuring it out, the car was just fine. If we needed to lay our head somewhere, we would gladly go on hotels.com, something to that extent, or go down to We Spa, King Spa, down in downtown LA. $20, $30, and you get the spa style crash. But y'all, this channel really is about healing the pain behind the pour. So I know that what I'm doing here, this is what I'm supposed. It's almost like my purpose right now. In that video, I referenced this book, still a vital book to my healing, The Narcissist in Your Life. And in that video, I was struggling with the drink. It's funny because I was claiming it. We talk about this concept called hope versus doubt. I was claiming it in that video 2 years ago. I just stopped officially 8 months ago on April 22nd. And I'm not even going to tell you what date in April because it does not matter. When you work with this naked mind, you see that? You see that up there? That's the Desire Rewire toolkit that you get when you join Annie Grace's This Naked Minded Path. Now, the path is not a cheap investment. It's not. It's giving its efficacy of 90% and giving the cost of traditional recovery. It's priceless. Okay, but I got sober with just the book, y'all. Okay, you can see another copy of the book. See that book right there? That was the 2018 edition that had a big publisher. I forget the publisher, but this was like self-published, y'all. This woman is that's a light that the world needs, and I'm gonna help take it there. But y'all know that I'm going down rabbit holes. But from The Narcissist in Your Life, I read from part 6, chapter 21, and it's about addressing your addictions. If you want to hear me read it, you can go watch that video of the 2023 December 1st video. I'm gonna retitle it "The Hardest Year of My Life." I think I really like to hear me say that because I'm like, wow, I'm not alone in my darkest, loneliest moments. Here I am. You see the bookcase still in the back, even when the bookcase was in storage. Little bits and pieces of it was up here, y'all. So address your addictions. I also mentioned my mom, but I can't help myself, y'all. I gotta read. I'm gonna read the last paragraph. My device says you have your battery is low. Let me see if my charger will reach over here, y'all. Sorry. And it will. We got it. Excuse me about that. I'm so grateful, man. Like, even when the house that I was in, that was on 74th and Phillips. Woo! Hey, what the rappers be saying? Trenches news? Woo woo! Trenches, boy. Man. And I made it through that. Yeah, anyway. So, let's talk about the addictions really fast. I'm going to keep it brief. Breaking addiction can be extremely difficult, and depending on your situation, you may need to seek out specialized help for it in the form of a therapist, support group, coach, and or treatment program. It may be impossible to believe right now, but you can reach a place where the addiction no longer dominates your thoughts or exerts power over you. People from all walks of life overcome addictions, and it is powerfully liberating when you get there. You can get there. If I'm not living proof, y'all, go watch them old videos. Do I need to call my little brother, my brother Cameron right now? He tell you some stories about drunk old Romeo, little Romeo. I'm big Rome now. Big Rome. I'm big unk, to be honest. Got nieces and nephews running around, man. Like, come on now. Love my uncles. Now I gotta be an uncle. You feel me? You can avoid being a dad. You can't avoid being an uncle. Y'all, that's where I was going with this naked mind. This is the best thing in the world right now to control alcohol. Listen, one of my former coaches, I'm not gonna name drop, but he out of not Lake Geneva, but Elkhorn, Wisconsin. Okay, he has a program, and listen, let me slow it down, y'all. Annie Grace in This Naked Mind, she has a signature program called The Path. That's what that says. It's not close, so you can't see it, but that says The Path. That's her signature program. I joined the program because with This Naked Mind, right, and Annie Grace, I was able to make alcohol small and irrelevant again, just like I referenced in that video that I've been referencing, where when I was a teenager who had collegiate NCAA football dreams and goals, alcohol, what? Drinking. I did not see anything flattering about being drunk. Before I ever felt drunk in my life, outside of one occasion when my stepdad got me drunk when I was 4, and he thought it was hilarious. And he did it for a pack of gum. But anyway, I saw nothing valuable about being drunk. Therefore, I never wanted to engage or indulge in the behavior, no matter how much you were having fun or whatever was going on. I'm good. I got the addiction, right? Healing the pain behind the pour. Let's address this pour, and then we can get to the heart. In that video, I shared that I wasn't talking with my mother. My mother's a very much different personality than me. I had a lot to learn in my 20s. I had a lot to learn in my 30s. It wasn't until 34, 35 years old that I had enough information and enough data to really ultimately put that damn bottle down, man. You want to be a man? Put the bottle down, and you're going to stay a boy. My mother's cousin, my big cousin, passed away last summer. She went into the hospital on, let's say, July 20th. And 2 weeks later, she had a tumor. And she went into surgery, and the surgery was within the 2 weeks, things got stabilized. They went down, then they came back up for her recovery. And then one morning, it was over and done. Me and my big cousin Daphne, rest in peace. May her children and grandchildren keep hope alive. That's when I knew that I needed to. I could go on and on. I'm gonna get better at creating content. Like, I could go on from any direction really quick, and this is why I like this. It challenges me, right? I'm not somewhere getting drunk or somewhere passed out or someone recovering to go get drunk again. Like, I've got energy. I want to do some things. You know what I mean? I'm sipping ice water, no vodka, baby. Y'all remember? Stay with the Tito's. Stay with the Tito's. I had to have it. Listen to me, when you get out that alcohol trap, the next skill you need to be building is the competency and understanding. Don't look back. Don't look back. You need to embed chapter 3 of This Naked Mind in your mind. Okay? I'm broke, Romeo. My wife left me and took all the money in the divorce. I ain't have a divorce, but I know. And I was, yeah, with the last dollar I had, if I didn't have no money, I was going to go take some alcohol. Can you understand me? Judge me, not judge me, whatever. The drink or the drink, the drinker or the drink, part two. The drink. Check that out. It's gonna give you a picture of the picture plan. So now every time you going to put some alcohol down your throat, you gonna have, you could picture like, oh, now I see what's happening, right? Because right now you just see, ooh la la, bang la dash, however you say it, right? It's not that. It's a lie, right? Let me take you to the chapter 21 of this Naked Mind. And he says, my mission, the mission of this naked mind, is to change how our society views alcohol, to expose the truth, to provide tools to change our direction. Annie, I'm joining you on that mission. In chapter 24, you talk about paying it forward and joining that mission. I don't even need to. I don't even need to. You know what I mean? This book is so wonderful. I'm so glad that when I was ready to truly get free from alcohol, not just alcohol free, but free from alcohol, the tool that I had was Annie Grace's book. I picked it up 3 years ago in October of 22. I began to read it on Reddit on November 10th of 22, and 3 years later, I was over 6 months sober, 7 months sober that November. 3 years later, 2 years later. No, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm confused. I'm not trying to confuse you. 3 years later, from November 22 to November 25. In November 25, Romeo Jones was 7 months sober, and again, forget counting the days, the weeks, the months. It's like once the baby come, right? You stop counting at the days and the weeks. Next thing you know, you're just counting the years. Where there is no temptation, there is no desire. That's what you want. You don't just want, I've been sober 16 years, but I still show up to the meetings and I go in that door. I am powerless over. No disrespect, y'all, and I use that, but listen, that's 1940s technology, y'all. It's 2025. And my mentor, Annie Grace, she up there in the Aspen Mountains, she got it. She got the sauce, the juice, everything. We don't even have to go to the mountains to get it, bro and sisters. So I just wanted this follow-up video. And another cool thing that I did is like an update is, since 2023, when I said I started this channel on my dad's birthday, it wasn't quite this channel, but that aspiration that was on my heart to have a YouTube and begin to share. I started it on January 31st, 2023. And then I didn't upload very much. And then that next February, I started another channel. Why? Because I had this goal of once I start, I was going to start. It didn't work out that way, and that's fine. And then that October, I started what we have here, which is Trauma Drinker. But let me get into it. A trauma drinker is healing the pain behind the pour. To get to the pain, let's heal the pour, is my thinking. And to heal the pour, I am introducing you to Project Naked Mind. And Project Naked Mind is nothing more than me applying the philosophies of this naked mind to my personal life, with a little goal in the back, a little anticipation for using that to change my professional life. I didn't graduate high school and say, I'm going to go down a heck of a road with alcohol and a heck of a down a road with myself. And then when I turn 35, I'm going to start sharing how to get alcohol. No, not at all. And if you took me back and gave me a choice, I probably would take a different route. But I'm proud of me and what I can do for you. So I'm going to share that video. And did I share the experiment with you all? Unscripted again, forgive me, but another thing looking back is, in that video I showed you December 1st, right? How I was working this on since December 1st. Well, that was a year, you know what I mean? That's 2024. Like, it was a work in progress. That's how you quit by accident, if you ask me. Now I'm literally going back and I'm uncovering the magic behind the method to the magic, because it wasn't madness. It was magical. I don't want to drink. I'm good. I was at an awesome baby shower. I had no desire. I knew it was working. In the past, I would look back. We've got that. There's something else I wanted to show. Thanksgiving. Yes, how could I forget that? In that video, I spoke of how I would have I had a sober streak from October 24th, my half birthday, through Thanksgiving. That was a pattern 2 years in a row during the experiment. I'm bringing it into a close now, and I'm like, and or whatnot. But 2024, same thing happened, right? If we need to, I could show you here. Look, the cover came off. I need to get it like. It doesn't matter as long as the material is good. But same thing in October of 2024. See that? 24th was the last drink. Then I stayed sober all the way to Thanksgiving. Guess who was sober, y'all? Not even sober, free from alcohol. Free from it. Praise him. Praise him. Shout out to Annie Grace. Hey, y'all. You can do this. I am working on a lot of things right now, and then sometimes I just get a little stuck, like I gotta learn this and I gotta learn that and I gotta learn this and I gotta do this and then I gotta AI and I gotta so I want to really have fun doing this. It's a process, but I really want to enjoy it and make it super organic. I could see a year from now my videos being super crazy, Myron Golden dope, like thumbnail planned out, title planned out. As soon as the video comes on, the first 30 minutes it got you like, but even Myron didn't start that way. His channel went straight to the moon when he came into the game because he had been doing it off camera for the longest time, right? So when he turned the camera on, he had already thousands and thousands of reps. So I'm so excited about this because I would have did anything for me. I would have did anything to have me, but that was my walk. That was my path. I love y'all. I'm gonna always say that because no matter what color we are on our skin, if you cut us, we gonna bleed red. Alright? Because we are the human race. And I love my fellow race. Y'all get a little crazy. So we get a little crazy sometimes, but catch you on the next one. Alright? Watch that video from 2023, 2 years ago. It's a heck of an update, you know what I mean? And off we go. Later, family.